A kosher shofar must come from a horn of a kosher animal, even if it wasn't slaughtered but it died naturally. The horn itself must be a layer of keratin, that's the same material as human toenails and fingernails, covering a core bone with a layer of cartilage in between that could be removed, thereby leaving a keratin hollow bone. That would exclude animals that have a horn that is a solid bone, which includes the horn of ox and cows that cannot be hollowed out. That is because the shofar also has the meaning as pipe, which means it's hollow in the middle. So only a horn that is hollow in the middle, that has cartilage in the middle that can be removed, is kosher to be used as a shofar on Rosh Hashanah. Now, there are various types of kosher shofars. I will mention some of them in the following. The most common one and the first preference is to use a ram's horn. That is because it reminds us of the binding of Isaac, where Isaac was substituted with a ram, and we want to arouse the merit of the binding of Isaac on Rosh Hashanah. Now, there are various ram's horns. The most common one is the Ashekenaz Sephardi ram's horn, which has a long straightened handle with one curve on the top, the picture here. It also is polished and tarnished on the outside to make it look nice. Then there is the Yemenite ram's horn, following the ruling of the Rambam that the original form of the horn must not be changed. These shofars are not straightened, they just are cut, and as the cartilage is taken out, they drill a hole. They also do not usually ornament it on the externally, therefore it is still in its original natural state. Then there is the Morrocan ram's horn. Now that is a more complex horn. A lot of work is put into it. It is actually a flattened horn with a slight curve coming up. It originated in Spain during the Inquisition, when Jews had to hide their religion, and therefore they had to make the shofar flat to hide it under their clothes. After the Spanish expulsion, many Jews came to North Africa and Eastern Europe. Now, the shofar factories flourished afterwards in Morocco, hence the name, the Morrocan Shofar. But you also can find them in Polish and German communities and elsewhere. Here is a picture of the Morrocan Shofar. Then there's the Kudu Shofar. Kudus can be found in the southern parts of the African continent. It is a very impressive shofar. It could reach 150 centimeters and it has a beautiful color, size, and sound. Yemenite Jews used to blow the shofar because it was easier to get than ram's horns. Here is a picture of a Kudu Shofar. Then there's the Oryx Shofar. The oryx is a species of antelope common in most parts of Africa and formerly in Israel. Has actually been reintroduced into the wild in Israel. It is a black-colored, completely straight shofar and has a trumpet-like sound. Now, according to halacha, a straight shofar can only be used if you do not have a curved shofar. If you have a curved shofar, you must use that. That is to symbolize that we must bend our hearts to God in prayer. So the Oryx Shofar can only be used if you don't have a curved shofar. Here is a picture of an Oryx Shofar. Then there is the Ibex Shofar. An Ibex is a species of mountain goat, common in large habitats, including Israel. Because it's a protected animal, its shofars are rare. It can only be found after the natural death of these animals. It is a very impressive and exceptionally beautiful shofar, and it also has a very impressive sound, like a deep sounding trumpet. Here is a picture of an Ibex Shofar. As it's the month of Elul, we will blow the shofar, the regular Ashekenaz Sephardi ram's horn. Thank you, and Shana Tova.